Welcome back and thank you for staying with us. We'll be diving into our discussion segment where we'll be talking about the 2027 contest, should I say election. And there are lots of reactions that are trailing the opposition merger. All right, so the 2027 general elections are still some time away, almost, should I say, 2 years, but the political landscape is already heating up with major realignments. In a significant move, a coalition of opposition parties, including the People's Democratic Party, PDP, the Labour Party, LP, and the Social Democratic Party, SDP, and other key political interests, have begun discussions under the platform of the African Democratic Congress, which is the ADC. And this potential merger is sparking reactions across the nation, with analysts weighing in on what it could mean for Nigeria's future. Will this alliance reshape the 2027 polls? Stay with us as we break down the implications, the key players involved, and the possible impact on Nigeria's democracy. What does this mean for Nigeria's democracy? Could this alliance pose a serious challenge to the ruling APC? To unpack these questions, we're joined by Aliyu Usman, an APC chieftain. Thank you for joining us. It would be a great thing for you to dissect and unpack a lot of things, because this has been on people's lips, a point of discussion with the recent merger. So the big question is, does it pose a serious challenge to the APC? What is your thought on that?
Thank you very much for having me. It is normal for political players to make some realignment in every after political season. Some of these political gladiators that you see them coming together, they have tested both all political parties. And if I say it is normal from the inception of Nigerian politics, from the days from 1992, from 93 elections that brought us today. So it is normal for you to see people moving from one place to another. So I think APC as a governing party will not say we are not too much worried about seeing some cross-carpeting. But though we have more bigger fishes in our river than the way you think, because there are difference between the brand new vehicles and old vehicles and how far they can be able to go. So I think they will do their part, they will do their best, but I don't think this coalition is having the strength to unseat President Asiwaju. I think that's the major aim of coming together, for them to unseat President Asiwaju in the next coming election. I have not seen that strength yet. We know almost all these players with their antecedents, both from their states and their local governments. So as they are coming together, we are assessing them one by one after the other, region by region, to see where and how it will affect us as a party of APC. But so far, they will make a lot of effort, they will make a lot of noise. Yes, it's a good thing in democracy to have an opposition that will enable to checkmate government. But if they are coming for a purpose of taking power without anything to do for Nigerians, I think we are not much bothered about the way people are seeing it outside, or how journalists are trying to advertise the whole thing, seeing like APC has come to an end. Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Well, I don't believe, anyways, APC hasn't come to an end, but then a lot of people are saying that there's a stronger opposition now with the coalition that has just happened. And as you said earlier, that you have bigger fishes in the APC, stronger actors there. But then at the end of the day, when you look at, the coming together of different political parties, you would say that, yeah, some of them were in the APC as well. But then them coming together from different parties, wouldn't you believe that they're a stronghold as well? There's a saying in Hausa, but then they say that there's strength in numbers as well. But so what do you think about that, having those actors in that particular coalition as well?
Well, the players, some of them are good. Some of them we wish they should have been with us.
And then you think all of the APC are good, all of them, as you said, some in this particular coalition is good.
Okay. You see, it is not a political party coalitions. It is a political bloc's coalitions. I will give you an instances. It is former Governor Rotimi Amechi, who was in the APC recently, former Governor El-Rufai, who was also an APC member, former Vice President Atiku Abubakar, who was in PDP, former Governor Peter Obi, who was in Labour Party. These are people who sit together. They have never worked together. Somebody like El-Rufai, he has never liked Atiku for 1 second. So coming together with Atiku Abubakar, there must be a motive. It was same Governor El-Rufai that said, no, look, Rotimi Amechi does not deserve to be Nigerian president. He doesn't have the capacity. He doesn't have the intellect. He cannot, the country is too heavy for him. We have assessed both of the presidential candidates then when he was a governor, and he said, Amechi does not have that competence to lead Nigeria. He supported President Aswaju wholeheartedly. Is the some person today telling you that Rotimi Amechi is a good player, if we give him a chance? Absolutely not. They're just coming for a particular purpose of trying to get into government and just continue to siphon what they are normally used to siphon. So I don't see this working. We know, we have their timetable. We know when their crack will start. In few months from now to December, some of these players has already put their heads and they cannot be able to come up, but they will be extremely weak in operations. So we know them. We know their antecedents. We know what they can do. We are not saying their teams are not good. The names are there. But if you give me much time to dissect their names and what they have done, the interim chairman, the respected Senator David Mark, was a two-time Senate president in Nigeria. But I think he has a few to show to Nigerians. Even during his time, even Bukola Saraki, who stand with the PDP, has more bill to pass within the 4 years than David Mark. So these people, we know them. When it is time to talk and digest them and tell Nigerians, look, you know the reason why they are here. It is just a gathering of people who doesn't want to go out of power. Sometimes we doesn't want to be using tough words on these people because we think like we have to respect our elders and co. But I think their coalition is going to be as weak as you can never imagine. Wait and see about the sharing of the ticket. Atiku Abubakar is saying, give me one time. Peter Obi is saying, give me one time. Who is to be trusted among them? Governor El-Rufai, who is among them today, I was part of the meeting when Governor El-Rufai said that every possible thing to be done at this moment is for the presidency to go back to South. The same person is rallying around Atiku Abubakar for Atiku Abubakar to become the president again. How all of a sudden you just change your mind because you have lost in the ministerial nomination? Are you working for Nigerians or you're working for yourself? So these things are very clear to Nigerians. I want to be Minister of Power. I have started my schedules and all that. I put my blueprint in place when I was appointed as a minister. These are the things I will do. These are the things I will do. And all of this sudden you couldn't scale. Leave it as that. But you said no. You want to fight the person who said you're not capable. He was not the one that said. It was a security checkmate that has realized that El-Rufai is not qualified at this time. So he wants to go to the opposition and to tell the same Nigerians that the presidency must. He said the presidency must go to South. And now he wants to say the presidency have to come to the North again. While the South has not finished their 8 years. It is a culture in Nigerian politics that this thing should be allowed for the South to finish their 8 years and for the North to continue with their own part also. So Governor El-Rufai, I think, and so many who I doesn't want to mention their names. I'm just trying to pinpoint and give you an example with Rotimi Amechi and...
But then there's one thing that you said 8 years. Where is it stipulated that a particular tenure has to be of 8 years?
I said it. I say it's a political culture in our country. And that is how we started it from 1999. President Obasanjo was given a chance when he was in PDP. He ruled for 8 years.
So that means you mean it is automatic?
After that, no. Things can change. But when there is a culture that has been there for long, if you want to bring changes and within this political landscape of this country, I want to tell you that you will face something very dangerous that you can never imagine. It has become like a norm to Nigerian politicians for the South to rule for 8 years and for the North to rule for 8 years. When President Muhammadu Buhari was in power, there are people who are capable. There are people who has the competence. There are people who are there. Even the present president, President Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, was there, but has not even attempted to contest. He supported President Buhari till the last minute. The South has supported President Buhari till the last minute. We from the North also, we should replicate that and do the same thing. So for Erufai, if you want to support another Southern candidate, I think he can do that in their coalition. But this coalition will not get to the villa. Mark my words.
All right. With that being said, you said it is a political culture for them to expect that straight 8 years. But then with this coalition, how do you think it reshapes the 2027 polls? What do you think it's going to
be very competitive, extremely competitive. And I like it being competitive because it grows our democracy. It gives awareness to Nigerians. It makes Nigerians to key into it, not just to see that in one corner and not following government, just be complaining when things are going wrong. Even the government of today want to be checkmate. Yes, the government want to be corrected. But how do you correct government? Nigerians need to be aware of the policies of the government. Nigerians need to know the direction. Let me give you an instance. President Asiwaju won an election with 8.7 million votes. Atiku Abubakar was there with 6-point-something million. Peter Obi was there with 6-point-something million. If you put the entire votes that was casted during the last presidential election, it's not up to 30 million. I am much more bothered about it because Nigerian youths is the backbone of this country and they have the larger number. They do participate only in social media and be doing nonsense. I'm sorry to use this word. And at the same time, you will see Nigerian youths. If it is the Big Brother season, in 1 week, they will vote 80 million votes with their 30 naira. Why won't you put this energy in electing the president that will decide the future of the country, the economy of the country, the healthcare of the country, the education of the country, the aviation sector of the country, the agriculture of the country? I must use this medium and tell Nigerian youth, you must wake up and use this social media properly and concentrate on the future of the country and also put your attention on what government is doing. This government is one of the transparent government that put policies all over. They are not theoretical. If I'm campaigning for Asiwaju, it's my right to campaign for Asiwaju. I'm an APC member, he's my president. I supported him, and today he's the president of all Nigerians. My sister, if you know what APC from the Buhari's government first has met on the table of the presidency of this country, you will just be praying that you thank God that things has not synced with you. Is it the agricultural sector that is working? Is it the healthcare that was working? Is it the education? Is it the economy? What is working then when APC took power? If I tell you what Asiwaju has been going through these 2 years, this man has not been sleeping all over just because to make sure that Nigeria has been in the right path. And let me tell you two things. He's the only president in this country that has come to power and look into Nigerians in this broadcast and said, and I quote, he said, I asked for this job So I will not be giving you excuses. I am capable, I will do it. To build a country, it takes a lot of things. Sometimes silence. Sometimes you have to overlook and overlook. So it is not about, we will not be carried away with what we have, the foundations we are putting in place with so-called coalition. It is the right of Nigerians to be in every political party you feel you want to be, but be for a reason. Be there for development, be there for whatever. I had Governor Eruf, I used to mention his name because I was very surprised. He took President Muhammadu Buhari that gave him a platform to court to bring President Asiwaju in power. The same Governor Erufai stand and told Nigerians, especially the northern Nigeria at the point of time, where he comes from. He said he has not seen any elderly person that is to respect. They are the elders. They are the governors. They are the elders. Same Governor Erufai is coming back today. Hausa people used to say, Amai Kalashe. So please, people should not listen to these people. They are just hungry for power. They don't want to be out of power. Governor Erufai, Governor Amechi, Governor Peter Obi, and my father, Vice President Atiku Abubakar and co, everybody should calm down. It's time for President Asiwaju to finish his 8 years, for APC to finish their 8 years in the south. When power is coming back to north, let them warm up and come back to the field. So for now, no way for coalition to presidency.
All right. Let me take you back a little bit. You mentioned youth involvement when it comes to politics. And with this particular recent coalition, a lot of the youth have been saying that we're just recycling, the people that have been there, and they're not giving way to the youth to be involved in politics and make an impact as well. And this goes the same way with the APC as well. So when it comes to both sides, a lot of the youth have been speaking up about that. Or what is your take on it? Yeah,
myself, I'm part of the ages of youth. We are putting a lot of things in place to see that these things has worked properly. But I will still give credit to the APC who brought the bill of the not too young to run in place. I think we have about almost, if I'm not mistaken, but I stand to be corrected, we have much more number of youths in the Green Chamber in the House of Representatives than ever before in the Democratic dispensation. And it was because of the bill that was brought by the senator, happened to be from my state, Senator Abdulaziz Nyako. So thanks to him and thanks to the then Senate President. So they did everything possible to make sure that that has happened, and it is making differences. And secondly, in terms of appointments, I think Asiwaju's government has appointed more youths than any other government from all the ministries, agencies, and parastatals. Even recently, you can see Dan Fulani was giving the MD of NAIS. All these are very young men who have been given chance to participate in government. So Asiwaju has done that. And then I think youths need to participate more in political parties, because that is where the decision is being made. Not only in political parties to find our way through the delegations, either through the delegate system or direct primaries, indirect primaries. We must be participating towards those channels, because that is where the decisions has been made before a candidate is going to be given to Nigerians. So I think with this, as democracy is growing, we too are growing with the system. So, but there is need for us to call more for participation.
All right. I would like to have your take on what you think the future of democracy is in Nigeria when it comes to involvement, or when it comes to those that have been there or are still going to be there. So what is your take on the future of democracy?
Okay. I would like to see Nigerian parliament one day come up with a particular bill that will give some restrictions, because countries has a recycling, even in humans. You see somebody has been, okay, in America, even in America, people has been in the parliament for like sometimes 30 years, like President Biden, before he becomes vice president. He has been there for long. He becomes the president. But when he was not capable, he has to step down. He feels there are challenges. So I want to see that in Nigeria, when we will say that if somebody is above 65, the presidency is not for you, because you consider the health and the mental health.
So there should be an age limit.
There should be an age limit, especially for the presidency and the governorship. But other positions, like in the National Assembly, I doesn't mind, because those things need experience, and that is where the executive is being checkmate if they are capable people. So the parliaments can be there for everyone, whatever ages, just like Senator Indume, who has been there for 20 years and has been outspoken. Either sometimes it's been controversial, but still there are impact. Like the present chief of staff to the president was there for 20 years and he became the speaker. So it's not bad for National Assembly members, both in the red chamber and the green chamber, but the upper chamber and the lower chamber, to have quality experienced people. But in the executive, I think I want to see a time when, if you are above 55, the governorship is not for you. Then if you are above 65, the presidency is not for you. So I think these are part of the things that me, personally, is my opinion that I would have liked to see.
All right, great. I'd like to get to our point of discussion, which is the new coalition that has happened. As a member of the opposition, what is your take, and who do you think is going to be on the ticket, a prediction on the ticket when it comes to, all of that?
They have a good arrangement. I don't know much about the arrangement, but I know the players and I know the names. They have a lot of wise men there. And are there not just because of anything, they just want to make a history that we have unseat President Asiwaju. It's the agenda for Nigerians. But mark my words, no matter how they play this game, Atiku Abubakar is on top of them. He's our father, we come from the same place, we respect him so much. I know him very well when it's come to the issue of clinching a ticket. In 2011, when President Jonathan was in power, it takes a lot for Jonathan to scale when Atiku want to remove the ticket from him. And so in 2019, he was there, he outsmarted them in Port Harcourt, and the same thing he did in 2020. So I think if they are not carefully enough, they will give us Atiku Abubakar, but at the end of the day, it will be unfortunate that I think Asiwaju will still defeat him. Sorry to say.
Well, that is your take and that is your opinion. All right, thank you very much. It was an absolute pleasure to hear your perspective.
Thank you.
That was Aliyu Usman.